Hi guys, Lookfog here and welcome to another FIFA 19 player review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 90 rated prime icon Rui Costa. He has got a very nice looking card and he did cost me in the region of 5,000 coins to complete his loan SBC, and in the 4 games that I played him with he scored me 5 goals and got me 1 assist, and he does have a 4-star weak foot as well as 4-star skill moves. Then moving along into his in-game stats, his main standout stats are going to be his 92 ball control, his 87 shot power, his 89 attack positioning, and finally his 88 vision. And I did have the Deadeye chemistry down applied to Rui Costa, and for the most part this card looks very good, apart from 2 stats which don't look so good, that being his finishing and his aggression. The rest of it looks very well rounded, and obviously he was one of the kind of go-to prime icons last FIFA just because his SBC was one of the more affordable ones to do, and it's pretty much the same this year. You don't have to submit an icon to be able to get this prime icon, which is obviously very nice. So he does cost quite comfortably under 1 million coins, I believe, like 750, 800k according to Footbin, something like that, which isn't too bad at all for the card that you are getting. And actually, for the most part in game, I did really enjoy him and get into his first pro. For me, it is going to be his passing. Now, 1 assist in 4 games, I should mention, obviously, might not be the best return, but don't let that put you off, guys, because I actually thought his passing was very good for the most part. 88 vision, 91 short passing, 86 long passing. Yes, he wasn't getting the greatest return in assists, but the chances that he was creating were quite a lot in every single game. I'd say he easily created maybe 3 or 4 chances for me every single game, which is what you want your central attacker midfielder to be able to do for you. As long as he's creating chances, that's a good thing, and obviously Rui Costa was doing that. Unfortunately, my decision making with Hernan Crespo today wasn't up to scratch, and it did definitely cost me from this guy getting at least maybe 3 or 4 assists actually in the 4 games instead of just the 1 that he actually only got. But still, actually thought his passing was very good, very well rounded. His free kick accuracy at 92 as well looks very good, but I was using that player of the month Royce on free kicks instead, but I have no doubt that his free kick accuracy would still be very decent to use in game. His second pro, and actually the most surprising to an extent just because of what his stats show, but also my favourite parts of this card, was his finishing. 75 finishing without any boosts is dreadful. If you're paying 800,000 coins, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth to find out that your central attacker midfielder, who you're going to expect goals from just as much as a striker almost, has got 75 finishing. Don't get me wrong, his attack positioning, his shot power, his long shots look great, but if he's got 75 finishing, that's going to be no good. So 100% put a chem style that increases his finishing, and I did that. I put the Deadeye chem style that does increase his finishing to 90 finishing, and honestly guys, I think it was a very good decision. Also, the Hunter chem style would also be a good one just to increase that pace a little bit more as well if you want to use him as a striker. But that finishing, man, honestly, I think because of putting the Deadeye chemistry style onto him, it made his finishing absolutely fantastic. And I think if I didn't put it onto him and just kept his finishing at 75, I don't think he would have scored a lot of the goals that he did end up scoring for me. 5 goals in 4 games is a very nice return. Finesse shots, also the power that he was generating on his shot was absolutely ridiculous. I think he might have got me 1 or 2 long shot goals. Obviously long shots going up to 90 as well, which is very good. His attack positioning at 99 as well, which is absolutely fantastic, and his finishing felt very good for the most part. So that's going to be his second pro, and then his final pro is going to be his dribbling. Once again, well-rounded dribbling, 86 in-game dribbling, 92 ball control, 89 reactions as well, 83 balance, and 86 agility is also pretty decent. 82 composure isn't the best, but you know, we can cope with that. It's not the end of the world. Don't get me wrong, he's not the smoothest of cams that I've ever used, but he still feels pretty good on the ball thanks to that 92 ball control that he does have. And again, it's just another nice part to this card. Now he's able to kind of, you know, get between midfielders and defenders to create chances for himself and the rest of the team. Obviously, dribbling being a big part of that. A few more things I want to touch on with this card. His pace isn't a massive benefit or negative to him at the same time. There were times where he actually felt pretty quick, and then there were times where he just felt a little bit too slow. I wanted a little bit more pace from him, so maybe it might be best suited for a Hunter chem style onto this card just so he feels a little bit more quicker. Obviously pace isn't the most crucial stats to a cam, but there were times where he'd get through on goal and he just wouldn't have that pace, and defenders were able to catch up with him, which is a little bit frustrating, but still, his pace isn't a negative that much, and also it's not that much of a positive. It was just fine for the most part. Also, his strength, 84 strength is pretty decent, but 57 aggression is absolutely dreadful, and there's actually one clip where he scores a really good goal, and actually he's able to shrug off the other defender. Now, sometimes he's able to shrug off defenders with ease, Other times he lost the ball very, very easily. It was kind of like a 50-50 situation, whether he was going to be able to keep the ball or lose it. Still, for the most part, though, his strength wasn't that bad and obviously wasn't that amazing at the same time. So would I recommend doing this SBC? I think overall, yes, as long as you put a chem style to increase that finishing, I think that is an absolute critical that you do that. And I think for an icon SBC that doesn't require an icon to be submitted and is comfortably under 1 million coins, I think this is one of the better ones to definitely go for. Very similar to the 89 Sol Campbell. I recommend you guys doing that one as well. But definitely, guys, I think he's worth doing it, and I'm going to save the rest of this card for the upcoming weekend league. But anyway, guys, that is going to finish off this play. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.